Hello and welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Soebbing. Today I'm going to be reacting to Is It Cake, the episode where they try to recreate an antique sewing machine using cake and fondant and all manner of edible things. Now I love baking with my daughter. I think I have enough skills to win nailed it, but definitely not to create a realistic sewing machine. And let's be honest, they don't always turn out great. One year we had an absolutely fabulous unicorn birthday cake with matching cupcakes. The next year was in the middle of quarantine and I had to physically stop the cake from sliding and falling over. And we tried to make fondant at home because you couldn't go buy it at the store. And oh man, it was just a saggy little rainbow. But the point is, my family and I love watching these types of shows. So I'm gonna watch it with you guys today and we're gonna see if I can figure out, is it cake? Also, I feel like I need to confess, I don't just have an addiction to quilting. I have a really bad addiction to antique sewing machines. This was just the one that I could grab easiest in the storage area that we have. I think I have like 20 at least. It's bad. It's really bad. At some point we're going to be cleaning that out, and at that point maybe we can do a show and tell of all of my antique sewing machines, because it has reached the problem point. It is no longer a collection, it is a hoard, but this one's really pretty and it matches the brand color, so it's going to be with me for the reaction video. Alright, so I should probably tell you guys, this is the finale. Spoiler, if you have not watched Is It Cake, maybe binge the season before you watch this section.
I need this thrown at my house.
There's like
Winner needs to
throw
get this.
of cooking utensils. It's like Game of Thrones. It's crazy.
And welcome to the finale!
All right, I'm just gonna speed right ahead to where they get to pick what they're doing.
Have you ever seen those vintage Singer sewing machines?
Here we go. Singer sewing machine. I'm not surprised that she's the one who picked this. We've watched a few episodes already.
You ready to do this, girl? Yes!
So this guy with the green hair, he's got a bakery in Des Moines, which is like 3 hours from us. And my daughter's like, we could go there. And I'm like, 6 hours round trip is a long way to go for a cupcake, but maybe someday.
Even though it's just a suitcase, it's very symbolic because my first ever sculpted cake was a suitcase cake that I made for my husband. The very first cake I ever did was a suitcase for my husband as a gift before we embarked on
That's
a
his
journey
first
around
cake.
the world. And a huge part of my marriage to my husband
talent
is
built in.
seeing the world together.
Really, the story behind this is I lived with my grandmother for a really long time. She taught me how to sew.
Aww.
My grandmother was around for all my childhood. She was constantly mending things. And the sewing machine is a nod to those amazing skills that my grandmother taught me.
That is so sweet. I did not learn, well, I learned to sew doll clothes from my grandmother, but I kind of picked up a lot of the rest of it on my own later. But I'm now sewing with my daughter a lot, and that just is so sweet that that's her inspiration for this.
This cake to sort of bring back that feeling of my childhood, because anytime food can bring back a memory, it always tastes better. So I've decided to make a s'mores cake. Just so it's like that kind of golden graham crackery thing. Cool. We've got vanilla cinnamon cake batter to give kind of a warm graham cracker flavor. Dark chocolate ganache, and of course, roasted marshmallow, Swiss meringue buttercream full of charred marshmallows.
This is
I want to
super
make
intense.
sure when you take a bite into that, you
Not
think
just
of
the outside. The inside is also super intense. I cannot imagine doing this.
Smells like camping.
Right.
What you got going on over there, Hey Moo?
I'm making a stone sculpture. Our flavors are like you're having a coffee and you're eating the biscuits and watching all those sculptures.
Coffee?
Yes.
Oh my God, we're doing like the same thing.
I just want to say it's not a good idea to watch this right before lunch. I'm probably not going to eat healthy when we're done with this.
Ladyfingers for ours to differentiate.
I think we should do the ladyfingers for sure.
This is just so dramatic. Like
Bakers,
unnecessarily so.
It's me. I have your decoys here.
Ooh, I want to see the
April,
decoys.
I have your vintage sewing machines.
I literally, I have one of the green ones. I have one in the back in storage somewhere. It was my grandmother's. I feel like that's going to help her though, because if everything isn't perfect, the judges are going to think that texture doesn't belong on a sewing machine because they're not obsessed with it like I am, but that was actually pretty common.
All right, guys, good luck, and I'll be back to check on you later.
I'm obsessed with this.
Looks so pretty. This is heavy. Yeah, they're heavy. So none of these have a light bulb. That's interesting. We can execute that. That is really going to astound the judges. So Nina,
How the heck are they going to make a light bulb?
Price them out light bulb for this cake. Oh, is that the one that's tinted a little?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Looks aged, right?
Yes. And maybe we can mold, you know, the hand wheel.
Uh-huh.
Adding on all these details is actually really hard to do.
Look how this looks kind of like thread.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
That's gonna be good, yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, bakers, 6 hours left.
And her
6
assistant,
hours.
she bakes amazing cakes, so she's got good help there.
Cake. I'm nervous that because it is so incredibly big, the judges are going to be able to look at all the fine details
That's
that
crazy.
I know that they weren't going to see from a small cake. But it's the finale, so I gotta go big with this thing. It's go big or go home.
The structure is hugely important. This is going to make or break
That
this
is
cake.
crazy
So
what's going inside of there.
I cut my sheet cakes to the exact size of the board and form it around the structure very carefully. Cut that a bit more. Got my cake base. Now it's time to
Mine would totally just like slide off the sides. I know this for sure.
focus on the sewing machine. I want it to be nice and light so we have no worries about it falling over. So I grab some rice cereal treats and start forming it around the structure. This is really like a clay almost.
To be totally honest, I've only ever seen this done on Nailed It and not well, so I'm interested to see how she does it.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. That does not look like a rice cookie
1
treat.
hour, bakers. 1 hour.
I'm gonna stick this on. To sell the fact that
Oh,
this
how
machine
is she
is
gonna do this?
functional, I use modeling chocolate to make a dial on the side with little notches and also the little knob to change the settings.
That
of the
looks
machine.
real.
So if the judges inspect my cake, those knobs can turn. I'm gonna put a little cookie up here and then we can
It's not
loop
as shiny.
the string
I
in
wonder
it.
how she's gonna get it shiny.
It's just this edible art paint stuff that I gotta try to get on here. I'm really hoping
I don't know. I think
that the details I put.
I think that the structure is dead on for a sewing machine. I think the shine is not there. So unless the shine happens when it's under the lights, I think it's going to be obvious that it's cake. But it's amazing. I could not imagine like creating something like this. Mine would be so bad. It would be so cool though. Like whatever quilt market happens again, they need to hire this woman and make a cake for everybody. It'll be exciting.
From the little tiny piece of thread, the light bulb, the dials will really sell this
That's so
as the
cool.
real deal to the judges.
So
this
cool.
is the moment. After this, you go home a winner or you don't.
Time is up. Well done. Well done. Next time I see you, it'll be in front of the judges.
They even made the
Very
box
exciting.
go around it. That's so cool.
Judges, welcome to the finale. You're the only thing that stands between one of these wonderful bakers and $50,000.
Oh.
Let me introduce you to the first baker up today, April. The wonderful April.
Ooh, are we going to see hers first?
Cake walls, spin.
Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see it.
You're about to see 4 vintage sewing machines, but one of those sewing machines is a cake. Let's see if you can find it. Your time starts now. What?
Okay, I feel like the way they've lit them, she's got a good chance. All right, I'm going to back it up a little. All right, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can tell because I watched her create it that I think it's 4, but it looks really close to 1. So I feel like anybody else who doesn't know better might be fooled. But like 3 and 2, I'd say those are obviously sewing machines. 1 and 4 could go either way, but I think 4 is the cake. I think 4 is her cake. We'll see.
What?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness! Thoughts, first thoughts?
Yeah, immediately I'm looking at color.
Well, number one looks like it's out of my closet.
Okay. They look so good.
10 seconds.
You know, now I see 1. I think 1 could be it.
Number 3 is real.
You're right, the shine.
I say not
That's
3.
too real.
3 is real.
4 or number 1.
Goodness.
This is amazing.
4,
Time as well.
I'm standing by 4's cake. And it's because of the box. I think the box, you can tell that that wood grain texture of the box is fondant. But it looks really close. I could be wrong, could be 1. But I'm going to go with 4.
This is hard.
3 seconds. Lock it
Number
in.
3 is real.
Yeah,
There's no way to use that.
I think I'm gonna go with 4. 4.
We got it.
Nice, we got it.
Which is it?
Judges, you locked in number 4. Let's see how you did. All right, April. You've done an amazing job this whole time, and you've already won.
I think the look on her face gives it away. They guessed 4, and I think it was correct. I think we can tell. She did amazing, but I think they got it.
$15,000 in
It was
the
a hard one
competition.
to replicate.
So if this is a real sewing machine, you have a chance to win another $50,000. Now the moment of truth. In my favorite question. Is it cake?
Why did he ask it like that?
Do it.
Cut through it. Cut through it.
Oh, I was wrong. I was really wrong. It looked like cake.
April, you have
It
to
looked
see
like
our
cake, that
judges.
base.
That means you are one step closer to
So
being
which is
our
it? Is one
Cake
it?
champion and walking out of here with $50,000.
It's got
Which
to be
one's
1.
the real cake?
It's got to be.
Oh,
It's got to be 1. Oh, she fooled me. She fooled me, and I literally have like, I think it's like 20 antique sewing machines. That is a damn good cake, girl. Oh my God. That is amazing. That's amazing. I want to eat that cake. I would take a lot of pictures first, but I want to eat that cake.
that's cake.
And that took you 4 years?
12 hours.
12 hours. Oh my gosh.
What I made for you
That's
all
amazing. I mean, she had help, but
is
still
a
12
s'mores
hours.
cake.
Can you speed it up?
Wow.
Trying. So what you got inside is some graham cracker cake, chocolate, and marshmallow.
That
Thank you,
wood
darling.
case that it goes in is just
I
perfection
feel
even.
guilty for eating it. Everything about it is beautiful.
If I were on this show, like you see people take 1 bite, I'd eat the whole piece for sure. Like guilt-free, we can fix it the next day. I would eat the whole piece of all 3 of them. All right, now we get to see who wins Big Dallas.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay, judges.
Like you would not
It's
know
time
that
for
that
you
wasn't
to
a
take
sewing
closer
machine.
look at the cakes and really
Oh my
inspect
gosh.
them. It comes down to the taste and the details.
Let's get some up close look at these
Wow.
cakes.
Seeing this up close is intense.
It really is. All the little tiny details are fantastic.
It moves.
I'm impressed by a lot of these little
I
details.
like this part. It faded right here.
These knobs move, everything moves.
That's so
Looks
cool.
like you could really just turn this on right now. It's gonna start working.
He's eating it.
Absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it's like a s'mores. It tastes just like a s'mores. Okay, well, let's go.
Oh, they
To look
busted
at
off the
clothes in
needle.
this
You
first
can tell they
involved,
didn't
just
show
up
it, but they
close,
totally
this
did.
still looks quite close to me.
It's sad that the fake clothes are nicer than my clothes.
The fact that you did 2 flavors of cake, I mean, come on.
That pistachio flavor is so good.
I feel like
Judges,
they're gonna go with
have
the
you made up
suitcase,
your mind,
but
or
the
do
sewing
you
machine
need to
is amazing.
discuss more?
I think we need a little
I
bit
think
quick
we need some
discussion.
time
Okay.
to discuss.
Talk it over.
Okay, so of course I want the sewing machine to win because yay sewing, but I do think that he did an absolutely amazing job on that cake, and it looks every bit as
Up
real.
close, this looks more
Bobby,
real.
which
I
one?
disagree. I think up close, this to me feels like an old sewing machine, and this to me feels like
You're not
a
helping
cake.
at all.
But they both have great stories and put their hearts into it. Like, you know, I think we got the best 2 really at the end. You know what I mean?
This is a hard decision.
All right, judges, please return to your podiums and put the name of our winner in the envelope.
Decision made.
Judges, we
I
have
wonder
our
who it is.
decision.
We do.
Yes.
While you were gone, our judges thoroughly examined your cakes. They looked at all the details and even took a few more bites.
A few.
And the winner is
It's always so suspenseful.
Andrew.
Oh, he did really good. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, but it fooled me. That cake fooled me. 100% fooled me, and I have so many. I need to like have a confessional video with you guys sometime that shows you all of them once I figure out a nice actual display area for them. But amazing cake. Fabulous, so cool. If you are a sewer, go watch this episode, even if you don't feel like you need to binge the whole show. I'm gonna go eat something because I am now starving after watching this show. So until next time, happy quilting.